in today's lesson we're going to learn how to simplify rational expression. So first we need to learn what the rational expression is. So rational expression is just a ratio of two polynomial expressions. And to simplify a rational expression, first you need to factor everything that can be factored in numerator and denominator. We're going to simplify the monomials by using the exponent rules, and then we're going to eliminate common factors. So let's look at example number one. Example number one has two monomials divided by each other, and we're going to simplify by reducing coefficients and subtracting the exponents. So if you look at 20 and 14, they both can be divided by 2, and we can reduce both of them by 2, so we will get 10 and 7. So we're going to have 10 over 7, and then since our variable is the same, x, we're going to subtract exponent. 6 minus 2 is 4. In example 2, we have two binomials divided by each other, or a ratio of two binomials. So we're going to factor the common factor in numerator and denominator. So in numerator, the common factor is going to be 6. If we factor out 6, we're going to get k minus 6 left over k minus 6. If you notice, k minus 6 is a common factor in numerator and denominator, so we can cross it out entirely. So the answer is just 6. In example number 3, we have a binomial divided by a trinomial. So every time we have a trinomial, we need to factor it into the product of two binomials. So we're going to be looking for factors of negative 48 that add up to 2. And my numbers are 6 and 8. And they need to subtract to 2, so I need to make my 6 negative, which means my denominator factors to be y minus 6 and y plus 8. And if you notice that the common factor, the common factor in numerator and denominator is y plus 8, so we can reduce it entirely. And then if we reduce everything in numerator, we are going to have 1 left over 1 minus 6. This is reduced version of y plus 8 divided by y squared plus 2y minus 48. In example number 4, we have the reverse. We have a trinomial in numerator and binomial in the denominator, so we're going to factor anything we can. And if you look at the trinomial in numerator, this trinomial has a common factor of 2. So the greatest common factor is 2. We should factor it out. So it's r squared minus r minus 20 divided by, if you notice, there's the greatest common factor for 8r and 32, which is 8, which will leave me with r plus 4. And now I'm going to factor r squared minus r minus 20. So I'm looking for factors of negative 20 that add up to negative 1. And my factors are 5 and 4. And they need to subtract to negative 1, so I need to make 5 in negative. So now I'm going to write this trinomial as a product of two binomials as r minus 5 times r plus 4 divided by 8 times r plus 4. And if you notice, we have a common factor of r plus 4, so you cancel those. And also, 2 and 8 can be reduced into 1 and 4. So my final answer is going to be r minus 5 over 4. This is a reduced version of the original problem. So remember, when you simplify rational expressions, you have to look for the common factors. You have to factor anything you can and cancel any common factors you have. So you write the simplest form of the rational expression.